welcome, and today we're going to be playing some best of three with Dimir Midrange. This is a bit off the list that you might see on MTG Goldfish or something. We're playing 12 2-drops. We're playing 7 removal spells, 7 1-drops, and a packed sideboard. So we're playing 4 Kaito, 4 Curiosity, and then on the side we're playing Negates and Duresses for control, Ghost Vacuums for graveyard decks, Tidebinder for, Dimir, mirrors, sometimes Vivi Cauldron, stuff like that. Nowhere to Run for Dimir, Strategic Betrayal for Vivi, Fabling Trick for Dimir, Kazu Revenant for the aggro matchups, and the removal spells will also for the aggro matchups. And yeah, this is the list that we're playing today. Mana base, looking pretty good, and I guess I'll see you in the games. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you a bit later. Alright, let's go. We're playing some best of three with Dimir Midrange, and testing out how the deck works, and kind of hoping we're playing against a bit of Eevee, but also kind of not, because we want to see how the matchup is before the deck gets banned, but also the deck is miserable to play against, and also really strong. So let's just see how we go. Right, you got Cecil 2 Floodpits Drowners. I don't think this hand actually does anything. It has creatures, but it doesn't draw cards. Doesn't have Kaito or Curiosity. I think we mulligan this one. Floodpits Tidebinder Kaito Tragic. This one's a lot better. This one actually draws us cards. We just gotta hope we draw our third land. We can bin a Kaito. Oh, is it a Kaito or a Tidebinder? Probably a Kaito. Yeah, we'll bin a Kaito. Alright. We're gonna play? Oh, they're thinking about mulliganing, right? Okay, here we are on the play. Gloomlake Verge, Sego. Alright, we gotta hope we draw like a basic, a shock, pretty much anything but a Verge. Really. Okay, we draw a basic. That's really nice. Now, do we want to kill this Forsaken Miner or play a Floodpits? Probably just play a Floodpits, right? We just gotta hope that they don't play another creature, really. Like, if we tap this down, then get in a Kaito, if they're gonna shock, we'll take it. Okay, what's the plan here? Are they just holding up removal? No, see, another Forsaken Miner. And pass. We'll flash in the Floodpits. Stun this Miner. Alright. And then, I don't know if we're trying to Kaito here or not. Like, we can. It gets attacked for 2. Maybe that's fine. Kind of depends if they remove this or not as well. Because they probably have a removal spell with this mana. Yeah, okay, we're going to ninjutsu win the Kaito and zero it and hope that they can't put haste power on the board. If they have the skeleton haste enchantment that bounces if you descend, you know the one I'm talking about, then we're kind of screwed. Alright, we're going to zero the Kaito to try and draw into, I don't know, maybe some answers. We don't want a starting town. I don't even think we want a Beast Binder, to be honest. We can probably bin both of these quite safely. And then we get to draw a card. Another Tragic. I do like another Tragic. What are they casting? Oh, they're going to sack the creature to draw 2. Okay. I don't hate that. Our game plan right now is keeping Kaito alive, so if they want to draw cards, they can kind of just draw cards whenever they like. Then we're super. They're attacking me. They're not even attacking Kaito. Interesting. Wow. That's wild, actually. Oh, do they have a... Oh, no, they have a removal spell for Kaito. Oh, they do. That's kind of bad. And they get both miners back? Oh my god. That's really bad. Oh, Strategic Betrayal is good, though. We can get rid of both miners. So we can play a Tragic Trajectory. Kill one. Right? And then we can Strategic Betrayal, make you exile the other one and exile your graveyard. which is pretty nice. So we got rid of both miners. So maybe they're just trying to... I don't know. That was a pretty good game plan, though. They were just sacking miners to draw cards, then sacking miners to exile my creatures. They're still playing white, though. I'm not sure if they're playing the skeleton. Like Sephiroth. Okay. What's our plan against Sephiroth? I mean, obviously we pass here. Do we just flood pits the Sephiroth, flood pits whatever other creature they play? Maybe. And then shuffle the Sephiroth, tragic the other creature? A Blood Witch. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna go to combat? Before attacks, we're gonna flood pits Drowner. Tap down your Sephiroth. Did they play another creature? They just Legend rolling Sephiroth? Surely not. Surely not. I think I want another Flood Pits in play. Tap down the Blood Witch. I don't think they have... They're not holding priority for anything, which is kind of nice. So we're going to get him for 4. Okay. You go to 11. Then we're going to shuffle... Are we shuffling Sephiroth? Maybe we shuffle Blood Witch and then kill Sephiroth. I think that makes more sense. And we can tragic the Sephiroth. And then we can run it as Spyglass Siren to make a map. Okay, we're down on resources, but we're up on board by like quite a bit. And they have no creatures. And we have a Tidebinder in hand. So, I think they have a Sephiroth in hand, which is not great. But, it's okay. Let's just see what they play, I think. Nothing. They're playing nothing. That's pretty good for us. Maybe you don't map. Maybe you just try and Soulstone in the end flip if they don't play anything. Let's stop by going to combat. Get it for 3. Okay, they got 8. Pass. So we're holding up both of our flash creatures or the Soulstone Sanctuary, depending on what they do. If they do nothing, we Soulstone. If they, play a creature that has a bad trigger like a Sephiroth, we probably Tidebind it. Okay, nice. Alright, good one. Game 2 against this interesting sack deck. We want Strategic Betrayal. We want Ghost Vacuum, I think. And then we probably want more Tidebinders. They haven't really shown us that much, right? They showed us 2 Sephiroth, or 1 Sephiroth, some miners, and some sack stuff. I think this is probably fine. We can maybe trim some of the other removal, maybe a Shoot the Sheriff, maybe a Trajectory, but maybe not. Card's quite good. We're gonna maybe trim a Spyglass Siren. Maybe trim I guess a Curiosity, or 2 Curiosities, 1 Kaito, and then maybe 1 Beastbinder? No, I think it's probably a Flood Pits. Beastbinder's quite good here. Right, let's go game 2. See what they're up to. Hello? Done? There we go. Alright, let's see what they're up to. Are they done sideboarding? Yeah, they are. Okay. I think this is quite a good matchup, especially with our main board Strategic Betrayal. Because that card is insane, man. Like, I wasn't on it before, but I played against someone who was on it, and it felt really good for them. This hand's pretty nice. Like, we have pressure into Kaito. We also have Ghost Vacuum to exile their stuff and be a potential win condition in the late game. So, they're shocking and passing. Interesting. So maybe we just Restless Reef? Just chill? Waste their life? What are they shocking for, though? It's got to be like some stab or something. They play a Sivondum. Interesting. Okay, we can just play a Starting Town. Play a Ghost Vacuum. Play a Spyglass Siren. Make a map, pass the turn. Alright. Hopefully they're going to be like sacking something to Von them so we can exile it with Ghost Vacuum. Like a miner. If we can hit a miner with this Ghost Vacuum, that'd be really nice. A nesting bot. Okay, are they going to be sacking it? No. Oh, more decisions. I don't like decisions. So we can trajectory a Civ on them. They're probably going to sack it to something. Or we can ninjutsu in a Kaito. I think I like trajectory Vondom. Actually, no, we need to sack a map first, because if they sack the bot in response to maybe draw some cards, the tragic is only going to give -2/-2. It's going to get more. It's going to get bigger. So yeah, we're going to need to give it -10/-10. So we're going to have to sack the map on the Spyglass first. So we have Void. And then we're going to Void the Vondom. Void Tragic Trajectory the Vondom. Didn't look like they actually had any priority hold, even though they shocked us in on turn 1, which is quite weird. We're going to then play a tapped Watery Grave. And we're going to attack, because we're going to, we don't want to trade with the nesting bot. We just want to try and race them, kind of see what they do. So we can exile Vondom with this Ghost Vacuum, which is kind of nice. They're going to attack. Yeah, it's fine. Sure. What else? Oh, their speed's going up. Okay, so this is going to get what, +1/+0? There's Sephirothing. Okay. You're going to sack the bot to draw a card. I think in this situation we're probably just Kaito -2. So they're going to make a dude off the nesting bot. Yeah, we're going to take one. They have a 1/1 servo. I think I feel safe enough to attack here. We're going to Ghost Vacuum the Vondom, I think. I think Vondom's better than nesting bot for us. And probably for them if they bring everything back. Alright, we got a Vondom. Maybe I just don't attack and just run out of Kaito -2 on Sephiroth. Yeah, I don't hate this. It does force us to trade with the servo, but well, it doesn't force us to. We can just not. It kind of depends. If they're attacking us, then we're not trading. But if they're attacking Kaito, then we're definitely trading. Because I think we want to keep Kaito healthy. Let's see what they've got, though. If they can just, sack their dude. A Cosmogrand Zenith. Oh, that's bad. Oh, they can probably pump their servo as well. Okay, what's their expel and nesting bot? Yeah, that's just quite bad. Are they pumping the creatures or making 1/1s? Making 1/1s, okay. Their board has gotten a lot bigger. Alright, yeah, are they attacking? Probably. Are they attacking Kaito or me? They attack Kaito. How much do I care? I think I just have to not block here, actually. I think I need this Siren, maybe. Yeah, okay. We're gonna Ghost Vacuum, hit the nesting bot under the Ghost Vacuum. Oh my god, bro, what are these lands? Okay, I think... maybe we're just up to Kaito attack. Hold up, Restless Reef as a blocker? I guess so. +1 Kaito. Attack with just the Kaito, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure if we're supposed to attack with the Siren or not. Probably not. I don't think we're, super racing them here. We're just trying to bait them into blocking with a Cosmogrand Zenith. They're chumping. I don't like the chump from them. I mean, I like it for me. I don't like it for them. They're going to drain. We're going to play an island past the turn. Okay. So hopefully they're just attacking with the Cosmogrand. We can eat it with the Restless Reef, and then we're kind of in the game. They're going to Vengeful Blood Witch. I don't like that. Yeah, what do you got? What's this do? You can oh no. You can make 2 attackers, but you have to sack them. Okay. I mean, it costs them, what, 3, 4 mana, basically? The Exiling Kaito, Blood Witch Sephiroth, Cosmic Grand Trigger. Oh my god. Yeah. You have a bunch of triggers. I'm going to lose 2. You start your engines. Kaito's exiled. I think this game's pretty over, but we'll play it out. Still got plenty of time on the clock, may as well. Alright, we're going to declare no blocks. Take it. Go to 9. Gonna Ghost Vacuum your dude. I don't think we can pop Ghost Vacuum here. Oh wait, why didn't we Vicious Reef and eat a creature? Oh my god. Holy cell. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. Trying in Cecil. So you can cast Cecil and hold up Restless Reef. And actually use it this time, hopefully. I mean, that seems fine. I think next turn we want to pop Ghost Vacuum. We're gonna have to start chump blocking though. Hopefully we can like trade with Sephiroth and Cecil and Cosmic Grand. Oh, Restless Reef eat Cosmic Grand. This might give them lethal depending on what they're doing. If they have another spell, we're kind of screwed. Because it pumps all their creatures. And it looks like they do. Yeah, Umbral Collar Zealot. Okay, Cosmic Grand's going to pump your creatures. Umbral Collar is going to enter. Sure. We're going to go to combat. You're attacking with only the tokens? Interesting. And the Blood Witch and the Zenith, so you're attacking with everything. Okay, great. Sephiroth, are you sacking anything? You're probably sacking the Zealot, right? Because it's not attacking, it's not really doing very much for you. Oh, no, the Zealot's going to give them lethal damage. Just because they can sack all their creatures after attacks. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think we want to try and trade with the Sephiroth and the Blood Witch. And then I have to take 1 here, which is pretty bad as well. I think I'm going to have to trade with the Sephiroth and the Blood Witch. And then chump the Cosmic Grant. Oh no, we're just dead on board, right? Oh yeah, we're very dead on board. So you can block like this, and like this. We're on 5, we're dead on board. Yeah, okay. Nice. Good game. Okay. Game 3. The Ghost Vacuum was good. Maybe they're siding out of their Raise the Pass plan. I'm sure they had one in game 1. But hopefully they're siding out if they Raise the Pass. I don't know. So this Sephiroth was pretty strong there. We have 4 Tidebinders, I think. This should be fine. Maybe we're supposed to bring in more stuff that kills Sephiroth? But I'm not sure. I think their plan just works. Being on the play is really nice for them. So, alright. We'll be on the play. Oh, I want to keep this in really badly. You know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just hope I draw the second land. We've got Cecil and Ghost Vacuum that we can cast, just in case. And, alright, we're going to hope that we draw the second land on turn 2. Or turn 3. We're going to play a Cecil. That's a pretty good blocker. And just hope we draw an untapped land. Or a tapped land, honestly. Just hope we draw a land. Shock Minor. I mean, oh my god. Maybe we attack and then, oh, they can't block. Okay, attacking was a mistake. We're going to run out the Ghost Vacuum. We're going to pass. Okay. We've just got to hope we draw a land next turn, because I think if we don't draw a land next turn, then we're feeling really behind. But like right now, it kind of feels like we're on the draw. They have a Vondum. Alright. Oh, we drew a land. Okay, that's good. We're going to Shock and a Water Grave. Strategic Betrayal. They're going to exile probably their minor. I really hope they exile a Vondum though. they exile Vondom, they're kind of screwed. No, they exile Miner. Vondom triggers off that as well? That's ridiculous. Okay. I'm gonna have to take this Vondom damage here. Yeah. I think I actually don't attack, because if they attack me with Vondom, right, and then I don't block, I take 3. On my next turn I can flip my Cecil, which seems a bit better than just attacking for 2 and then being on a lower life total when I flip my Cecil. Do I have any creatures in my graveyard? No, I just have Strategic Betrayal. Yeah. They're going to get in with Vondom. That's fine. Now, it's kind of interesting to see whether they're going to trade their Civ Vondom or not. They do. Alright. They don't want me flipping Cecil, which kind of makes sense. So what am I going to? 8 here? It's not great. We're going to have to Spyglass, see if we hit a land. Maybe this hand was pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, if I hit a 3rd land here, maybe we're in the game. Just like a Restless Reef or something. An island, that's fine. We're going to play it and pass. So we can hit Vondom or Cecil here with this guy's Vacuum. They play another Vondom. Oh. Alright. They're going to get in. No, they're not. Yes, they are. I'm going to block. They get to pump Vondom. I've got to hope for a land for Kaito. I think we have to exile the Vengeful Blood Witch with this guy's Vacuum, which you can probably do now. Hit the Vengeful Blood Witch. Because if they raise the past, we're very screwed. I don't hate the Flood Pit Drown. It's pretty good. I mean, I would have preferred a Kaito. I mean, like a land to jam a Kaito, so I can stun the Vondom, and then I'm feeling pretty ahead. But I don't hate Flood Pits. We can stun the Vondom, and then get him with the Flood Pits and Ninjutsu and Kaito. Yeah, that seems okay. I'm sorry for switching my screen earlier. Watching some YouTube shorts. Alright. They play a Sephiroth. Are they sacking Vondom or not? Yeah, are you going to? They are. Alright, now I need a land for Kaito again. Guys, Vacuum, I think we want I don't think we want Cecil. We just want Vondom. Just want one of the 2 Vondoms. Right? Yeah. Seems good. Okay. Oh, we drew a land. Okay, we might be in the game. We might be in the game. Cast Kaito. -2 Kaito. Stun Sephiroth. Get in with Flood Pit Drowner. Pass. We got paid off big time for this hand, though. They have a nesting bot. Surely they don't have the sacrifice creature. I've got to hope not. Got to hope. Oh, they do. Yeah, okay. It's pretty good. So I'm getting drained for 1 per creature right now. On your end step, I'm going to Ghost Vacuum. I'm going to hit your Civ Vondom. Okay. I mean, if they're trying to trade with the Zealot, I think I'm okay with that. I think I want to attack, weirdly. Like with... attacking with Flood Pits lets them not trade with... or not chump block Kaito. So weirdly, I think it's fine. They're probably trading with the nesting bot here, but... Oh, no, they're chumping Kaito. Trading with the Flood Pits? Seems terrible. Why? And they're not even sacking anything before damage. What is going on? They have Sephiroth triggers on the stack. 3 Sephiroth triggers. Huh. Maybe I have to Tidebind this. Yeah, I probably have to Tidebind this. Tidebind the Sephiroth trigger. One of the Sephiroth triggers. So it now has no abilities. The other 2 are still on the stack. So I lose 2. Do I have to sack my Kaito? No, I think I like surveilling and drawing so that I can hit, removal spell. Cecil. Cecil's pretty risky, but I think actually... Oh, I didn't deal damage. Oh, no. Okay. Well, Sephiroth has no abilities. So they're not draining me right now. Okay, we've just got to hope that they leave me alone and don't sack their creatures. That would be... If they just, I don't know, raise the past, a nesting bot, I can exile the zealot. Maybe I'm exiling the other one. Maybe I'm exiling the bot, letting them have the zealot. I don't know. Right. No way they're roping us. We're on 4. Surely they're just thinking. Well, actually, I'd prefer if they rope us because this game's looking bad, but... Alright, what are they doing? Are they sacking their bot to kill the Tidebinder to unlock this Sephiroth? That's a line. They're playing a Blood Witch. Okay. That's scary. Very scary. Now they're probably sacking the bot to take out the Tidebinder or the Kaito. They're going to take out the Kaito. I get drained for 1. Okay. Okay. Kaito's gone. Tidebinder's in play. I'm going to exile... Probably the bat, actually. Oh, if they raise the pass, we probably want to empty their graveyard. I guess I'll hit this Umbral Collar. Huh. So Sephiroth has no abilities right now. What can I do here? This game is not looking good. What can I actually do here? Maybe it's just Beastbinder Cecil? Cecil's just... I don't think I can cast a Cecil. I mean, I can cast it, I suppose, if I have the spare mana, but... Oh, so I can cast Curiosity, draw a card. If I had a land, I can cast Cecil, which I don't really want to do. I can cast a Beastbinder and a Cecil. So that I can... Or I can cast a Kaito, stun Sephiroth. That's probably the best line. We're going to Kaito, stun Sephiroth. Pass. If I can pop Ghost Vacuum eventually, maybe I'm okay with this Vengeful Blood Witch and Umbra Collar. We can sack them, gain a bunch of life. Possibly. They're shocking. Surely they just cast a Raise the Past and I just exile the creature and then they lose. That'd be nice. Be really nice. Man, Cecil should just be auto-flipped on the other side. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, they have Infestation Sage. What else? Another Sephiroth. Did I just lose? Is it just game over now? Drain me for 2. Yeah, nice, good game. That's wild. I feel like... I don't think I misplayed at all. It was just unlucky, kind of. I mean, maybe I should have mulliganed that hand, to be honest. It probably would have left me in the game a bit more. Okay, I guess don't keep one-landers in the play makes sense, but... yeah. Good game, I suppose. Probably deserved to lose that one from the hand that I kept. But Alright, let's go. We're gonna run it back. That game was really tough, that last one. I hate to start it off with a win. I mean, with a loss, but like, I promise you, the deck is good. And we're gonna see whether we play a third game after this or not. Kind of just depends on how I'm feeling, or whether I want to, make another video. We shall see, though. Let's just see how this game goes. And this hand is amazing. Alright, that's really nice. Okay, so they play tap land. Do I Siren or I think I probably just tap land, right? Yeah, I think I just tap land. So we can turn 2 bat, turn 3, like maybe Kaito, maybe bat Siren or bat trajectory. I don't know. Kind of just depends on what they're up to. They're playing Jeskai. They warp a Riddler. Oh, is this like some weird VV deck? I guess we're about to see, right? With a bat. Let's have a look. We're gonna play a Verge. Cast a bat. Look at your hand. They're playing control. Yeah, okay, so what are they doing next turn? They're normalizing. So we could take the normalize, and they have to kind of get lost by bat. So they get back the normalize, which gives us a turn of being able to cast stuff. So I can cast a Spyglass, and then ninjutsu in the Kaito. Alright, I'm gonna play a Siren. Make a map. Go to combat, get in with this bat. And then probably just want to take the normalize, right? To try and get lost out of their hand. We're going to deep Kevin bat. I think I actually just have to take split up here. If they don't kill it. They probably are killing it though. Which is actually fine. That's a get lost out of their hand, so then they don't get split up value. Which is, I guess, what we're trying to prevent. What's the last card in their hand? They drew a land. Okay, sure. Alright, now we just pass. They're going to draw. They play a land. And they're just passing. Maybe I try and bait out the get loss of the map. Because if they get lost here, then I just ninjutsu and Kaito and pretty much win the game. Their win condition is Quantum Riddler. I don't hate that, to be honest. It's kind of nice. Alright, we draw a Soul Stone. Gonna go to combat, get in. They're gonna try and get split up value. So what happens if I Kaito here? I get to draw a card, but then they get lost. I mean, they, get lost. I think I just want to play a Beast Binder and then map the Beast Binder. But I also want to save one map for the trajectory, like the Quantum Riddler. So I can just map tragic trajectory. I think get losting this. Actually, that kind of makes sense, but leaves me in a good spot. If they just split up next turn, they're kind of cooked because I just jam a Kaito. They've used 2 get losts. It kind of depends on what they do here. If they jam a Riddler, then I'm just going to kill it and attack in. It looks like they are jamming Riddler. Oh no, they're splitting up. Holding open, not a counterspell though. Holding open a warped Riddler, interesting. I think I'm gonna play a Verge, cast Kaito. I'm gonna uptick the Kaito, which also helps the Soul Stone because it's all creature types, so it counts as a ninja. And then I'm gonna map on the Kaito. See what happens. Hit another Kaito? Honestly, yeah, I like another Kaito. And we got map trajectory if they try and play a Riddler and kill the Kaito that way. They do. Oh, this is really good. This is very, very good. So this leaves us open for what? Animate Soulstone. I'm gonna shock. Animate the Soulstone. Sanctuary. Do I DPS? I mean, like, do I just try and kill them as soon as I can? Or is that just, like, too greedy? I'm gonna map the Kaito. See what we hit. Enduring Curiosity. I do like Enduring Curiosity. Oh, shit. It tapped wrong. That's kind of bad. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. I guess we're just gonna plus then, cause oh yeah, well that was my bad actually. If I thought about it, I knew they would have tapped wrong, but we're gonna get in. They're gonna bounce. They're gonna take 7, go to 8. I'm not mapping because I need it to turn on the tragic trajectories. Are they just gonna animate Anchorage and hit Kaito for 6? Then they're dead on board if they like don't have any interaction. Do they attack with Riddler, cast a Riddler? If they attack with Riddler, cast a Riddler, they're dead. So they're getting an Kaito, sure thing. That's completely fine, because Kaito's not dead. And it's attacking for lethal next turn. Okay. I mean, the counterspell can't counter this tragic. Huh. I'm gonna plus Kaito to make it lethal. I'm gonna tragic a token. Because Kaito has hexproof right now, so they're just dead on board. Tragic the other token. You're dead on board. There we go. I mean, Control's a really good matchup. Playing Quantum Riddler is interesting though. It kind of makes me want to keep my removal spells, or at least some of them. So, alright, let's go to board. We probably... So against Control, we definitely want Duress. I think we're cutting, like, 2 of these trajectories, but not all of them. We probably want to trim on a... No, yeah. It's really bad into Elspeth. You're gonna play 2 more negates. I guess we'll cut the second strategic betrayal. What else is good here? So we want to keep 2 betrayals, I suppose. Tidebinder's pretty good into Elspeth. Maybe I'll go up a Tidebinder, down a trajectory. Yeah, I like that. Alright, we're going to... I guess we'll just run it like this. Let's run it. Alright. The opponent's done. Probably boarding in maybe some Tidebinders, maybe some, probably some removal spells, some Wraths maybe, but we're trying to play around Wraths as much as we can. We draw, this hand is quite good. It has enough threats to keep us going and pressure the opponent nicely. They have a tap land. We'll go Swamp, cast to Cecil. Pass. They do nothing and pass. Okay. I'm gonna shock in a Watery Grave. Go to combat, get him for 2. And then cast it as your Beastbinder. They're countering the Beast Binder, taking a damage. I'm pretty fine with that, actually. Yeah, that's pretty good for me. We've already got, like, a clock with Cecil. They're going to play a land. They're going to stock up? Okay. Do not hate that. Gives me a turn. If I draw a Kaito, the game's... It's not over because they can just get lost, but, like, Kaito's very, very strong into their deck. Okay, stock up. Finding some cards. They're gonna pass. Oh, we drew a Kaito! Oh, that's insane, actually. We're going... I don't think there's really any point in shocking and ordering. No, maybe there is, actually. Just in case we draw, like, another blue source or something. Alright, we're gonna go to combat. Get in with Cecil. Is it Ninjutsu Kaito? Probably. This is going to draw us a card as well, which is very nice. So Kaito's getting him for 3, around 14. I'm going to 0 the Kaito. Hitting Tidebinder, Beastbinder? I don't think I want Beastbinder, but I do want Tidebinder. Next turn, kind of no matter what happens, I'm just jamming a Cecil and holding up Tidebinder, I think. So they're going to get lost the Kaito, yeah. They're probably playing the dragon that gets back a 3-drop, right? If I had to guess. We'll play Gloomlake Verge. We're going to cast a Cecil and pass the turn. And then if they don't play anything, we can flash in a Floodpit Strana, but if they do play something that we need to Tidebind, if they jam an Elspeth, we just win the game. Yeah, that's fine. Helix is okay. But if they just jam an Elspeth here, we just win. Surely they just jam an Elspeth. That would be an insane misplay, because it's being signaled pretty heavily here. No, they're not. Okay. What are they casting? Maybe like a stock up or something? Yeah, they're casting stock up. Okay. Holding open the starting town. Sure. Yeah. They could be playing the dragon. They're going to grab some cards. And then, what are they doing here? Maybe playing in like a 2-mana, like counterspell or something? I'm just going to cast a Flood Pits. I don't think it really matters whether they have Sorcery Speed removal or not. Because Flood Pits isn't super important. It's just going to get a spell out of their hand. Like a No More Ice. Alright, nice. If I draw like a Kaito, that'd be nice. We did not draw a Kaito. So we're Spyglassing. Maybe we're just holding up Tidebinder. In that case, I probably want to play a Swamp and Map. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Playing a Swamp, Map, a Negate. I'll keep a Negate. Just because I have enough threats at the moment that I can actually get to lethal on my opponent. Okay. Yeah, last game was just one because I I baited out the Get Lost and then stuck a Kaito and then they just kind of lost. Like, it's a very, very good plan against these control decks. Interesting playing Red though. I don't know if the Red Splash is better or worse against me. I don't know actually. Yeah, it's pretty close. Are we gonna... I guess we're holding up Tidebind and Negate now, so we just play a tap land, get in. Or we could just hold up one or the other, right? But, okay, they're going to Helix the Spyglass. I think I need a threat in play then. I'm just going to play a Beastbinder pass. And if they play an Elspeth, we Tidebind. If they play, like, I don't know, some other big non-creature spell, then, like a... I don't know, that 7-drop is kind of scary. What are they casting here? Another Helix? Am I negating? I don't think I can afford to negate a Helix. I need them to jam a Elspeth. I really do. Okay. Oh, that's a good draw. So now I can hold up my interaction while also holding up a threat. Okay. What have they got? They are not playing anything, okay? They're playing a Meringue River Regent. This is a good opportunity for me, actually. I can tie-bind this, and then Flood puts it down, and then attack for 5, which is pretty nice. We're going to tie-bind the trigger. Tie-bind the Meringue trigger. Flood pits. Tap Meringue, give it a stun. And then I'm going to, on my turn, oh, Bat! Bat's insane here. Okay, we're going to map the Tidebinder. If we go into game 3, I think I'm cutting the beast, like trimming me on beast binders. You hit an island. Play an island. I'm going to bat. See what they're dealing with. Take maybe a Wrath gets negated. Probably a counterspell then. They have 2 Wraths and an Ultima. So 3 Wraths. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. Probably just take split up then. And then if they want to attempt an Ultima, they can. We're going to get in. We're going to shuffle away the Meringue, which is kind of tough because we're losing a lot of our damage. But also, we have to because a Meringue just is a humongous creature that we can't really get through. I don't actually think we're winning this game, but it's not like over. There's no reason that it's like the game's over. So if they drew a land, they could ultimate get lost like a deep cavern bat. They did. That's pretty good for them. They're going to attempt an Ultima. I'm going to have to negate the Ultima. And then they're going to get lost. But it's interesting what they actually decide to get lost here. They can get lost the Tidebinder, and I'm not attacking for very much. Or they can get lost the Deep Cavern Bat, and get back the split up to then deal with the Tidebinder. That's not a bad draw. I think I like mapping the Tidebinder. Don't show me like a tragic trajectory. Oh, a land, that's even worse. Well, I don't know if it is actually. I mean, it's drawing me a card, but... Right, I'll get a 4. They decide to get lost the bat, sure. So they can then have split up. They're going to take 3, go to 11. Then they're going to... I'm going to map the Tidebinder until I find something good on top. I don't like the Beastbinder. I want like a Curiosity or a Kaito. A Kaito would be great. Duress. I don't think this is the stage of the game for a Duress. It's a big Tidebinder though. They're going to have to kill this because they cannot take a 5/4. Unless they just draw like a Meringue or Elspeth. They have a lot of draws here. They're going to split up, take out the Tidebinder, sure. We just got to kind of hope that they don't draw what they need. But they're getting in with the Anchorage. Okay, that's fine. I think my land creature races your land creature, so I'm completely fine. I'm going to 12, you're going to 7, right? I'm pretty fine with that. Right, if I draw a Curiosity... Do I have enough mana to cast? I don't. I'm 1 short of casting Curiosity. A Flood Pits is good, though. Player starting town tapped. Animate Restless Anchorage. Go to combat. Get him for 4. Milieu. Mill a stock up and an Elspeth. That's kind of nice. And a Get Lost. Those are some good cards in this matchup. Okay. What do you got? They have a tapped land. They have an Animate Restless Anchorage. They're probably going to map it. I think I want to Flood Pits in response to the map. Yeah, it's fine. If they have nothing here, then they're pretty dead. If they have a counter spell, it's a good time for them to use it. They don't. Tap down the Anchorage. You get a map. You get a Sacred Foundry. You probably have a Lightning Helix. Okay, second main. They're not even playing the Sacred Foundry. That's kind of odd. I'm gonna animate. Hopefully they don't have a Get Lost. They don't. Okay, you're going to 1? Milieu. How many Get Lost are you down? 1, 2, 3. You're going to Helix the Flood Pits. Sure. You're going to 3. No, you're going to 6. You're going to mill a Get Lost and some lands. Okay. We're going to take it. I think I'm just going to hold this Watery Grave. I don't really have... Like, if I draw Curiosity, I still can Reef Curiosity. Surely they don't draw something big. Or a draw spell. Those are both really bad, actually. Animate. What do they have here? If it's an Elspeth or something, they're just jamming. What is in their hand? I need to change my sleeves back. I don't really like these sleeves. Yeah, they're okay. I like my normal sleeves better though. Alright, come on. No way he's roping. Does that mean he loses? Or does that mean that he's just like trying to waste my time before he dies? Or does that mean he's like trying to waste my time before he wins? Because if he has like consult the star charts, I pretty much lose. There have been a lot of draws for him, but he hasn't really drawn very well. Yeah, what do you do? What do you got, opponent? They can definitely survive. Well, I guess if we hit off the Spyglass Siren, then maybe not. Like, they can always block the Restless Reef next turn if they really need to live. Because they still have so many draws that just wins the game. That, like, you know, they're playing Elspeth. Let's see this. Alt W, I think? Right? Like, they're playing Meringue. They're playing Elspeth stock up. All wins them the game, right? They're playing, I'm sure, some other, like, big creaturey stuff. By the way, if you want to do that, you've just got to install, like, MTG Melee, I think. Or Melee, something. No, not Melee, untap.gg, there it is. And, yeah, if you install it as an overlay, you can control Alt-Q and Alt-W to see Alt-Q is your deck list. And then Alt-W, you can see your opponents, what they've played this game. So, oh my god, this opponent's actually roping us. That is wild. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to cut this out or not. I'm probably just going to leave it in. It's not like it's actually going to be many people watching, but... I think this is fine. Like, if they rope into, like, having something on their turn, then they're going to still win the game, even though they, you know, roped us out for, like, 2 solid minutes. Alright, they're out of rope. Oh, they lose. I thought they just kind of passed priority. Okay. That was a crazy win. I thought that they had the game, to be honest. But I guess, good game? Alright.